Oh my goodness, would you look at this, you guys? It seems that we have just absolutely bouquets full of these flowers who really want a little pat on the head. Maybe they just want somebody to show up and say, "Good job, little one. You're photosynthesizing that nuclear sun energy absolutely fantastically." And you know what? Why not? Why not just go ahead and praise them for like existing and being beautiful and basically giving them all of the affirmations and like self-love that we should probably be giving ourselves as well. You know, I actually really believe that when we go ahead and we talk to like plants or flowers or animals, other living things, even if obviously they, for the most part, don't speak English. Oh, oh, hang in there, little guys. I'm coming for you. I'm sorry I forgot to water you. Oh, here's another one I've been forgetting to water too. Okay, maybe I'll go ahead and like move everybody together so that I can take better care of them. All right, we'll go ahead and water these guys really quickly because I've been waiting for some of these little ones to grow for forever. I'm beginning to think sometimes you just might not have a plant that does very well, or maybe it was just lonely and wanted to be with a whole bunch of the other plants over here. Which, believe it or not, the way that certain ecosystems are set up, plants can actually rely on each other through that very vast underground network that they have of their root systems. And the root system is really kind of like the brain of the plant, too. And sometimes they become intertwined with surrounding plants, and they can even share or steal the nutrients from each other, which I love. I totally need to finish reading that amazing book about the language of trees because it was so exciting. But, well, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. I am having so much fun just rolling around in the greenery. Oh, and I was going to say, I actually think it can be really important and fun, and you can actually get a lot out of talking to plants and animals and flowers and things that are alive because I mean, sometimes I'll even talk to like the inanimate objects that I have because I feel like it makes us take better care of those things. Chips and I, my dad often laughs about this, but Chips and I actually name almost everything that we really want to take good care of. For instance, our wildlife camera, Kaleidoscope, has a name, but I unscientifically, so I haven't done like a scientific study on this or anything. I unscientifically think that it actually allows us to go ahead and take better care of Callie, as we call her for short. And I think it allows us to go ahead and take better care of some of our other things, like the computer that holds all of our adventures and is currently creating this one is called New Leaf in honor of, you know, Animal Crossing. We got the announcement for Animal Crossing New Leaf about the time that we built this computer. I have a new laptop whose name is Isabel. Again, keeping with the Animal Crossing theme. Chips's laptop is named Tom Nook. It's a gold color, so we thought it would be perfect for Tom Nook. And because we have given those things a little bit of significance in the naming, I do think we take better care of them. We talk about Yoshi, the squirrel, and Birdo, the squirrel, two mother squirrels we have who duke it out on our deck quite often. They're both very unhappy that the other one exists, and both of them are currently nursing and taking care of their babies. We've not seen their babies, but you can tell that they're clearly nursing based off of like how their chest looks right now, and the fact we saw them very pregnant just a couple weeks ago. But they both show up on our deck and they will duke it out. They do not like each other. They've never run into each other at the same time, but they will just strut around the deck, sniffing as hard as they can, whipping their tails angrily side to side. They'll eat as many of the black sunflower seeds and the other yummy things that we leave out for them. We have a ton of food for all of the animals that visit us, but it seems for some reason our hungry mama squirrels really prefer the black sunflower seeds. Maybe they're just like higher in nutrients while you're like trying to raise a bunch of babies and also run away from hawks and things. And because we give all of those things names, I think that we actually take better care of them. And because we talk to, like, because I talk to my plants, because I talk to, you know, actually, now that I think of it, when I don't talk to my plants, and when I, like, don't talk to, like, the animals or something I'd be taking care of, I feel like I don't give them as much care and attention. I really do. I feel like when I'm just on autopilot trying to get a chore done and walking around and just like not speaking to my plants, as weird as that sounds, I'm not really paying attention if I'm adding enough water. I'm just kind of like splashing water out of the watering can without really remembering, like, oh, you know, the succulent really doesn't like that, Siri. But when I talk to them and I tell Kina what a good job she's doing as my monstera for growing all of those extra leaves that she has lately, I do take better care of them because I think it becomes it becomes a relationship in a way. And here I am telling you all to have relationships with your plants and possibly your computers. You guys know what I mean. But all right. Welcome everyone. So why don't we go ahead and I wish there were little tags you could add on to kind of name each of the plants, because that would kind of be adorable to say the least. And then if I could rename it, then I might remember like this is Frida right over here, and over here this one's Scamper, you know, and I'd be worried if they had enough water or not. You know, those kinds of little things. Huh. I'm gonna give that some more thought. How did we get here? Oh yeah, just taking care of plants. But okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me again as we step into Garden Inn. And today I'm feeling fantastic. It really meant a lot to me to have the space in our last time that we shared here together to be able to work out the transformation and the deep search for meaning that my life has taken over the last few months. And I guess I also have been joking with Chips that maybe I was due for a midlife crisis since I have turned 35. And I used to think a midlife crisis meant that something was going really wrong in your life. And now I actually have a different view. I think it actually means that you're taking the time to stop and reassess what you're doing and where you're going in life, and to see if it's really where you want to be, if it's really who you want to be. So I actually think next time I hear someone say they're having a midlife crisis, I'm going to praise them and tell them what a great thing that you're paying enough attention to your life and to yourself, that you're trying to figure out what you really want. So, yeah. And what I really want is to believe in the value of being able to share adventures or experiences that build the world and expand it a little bit more with every episode that I create, with every entry I put in my joy journal, with every picture I take with my husband on our walks, with every little gift I'm able to go ahead and send my nieces and nephews. Mostly books. They get a lot of books from me. I'm really ready to go ahead and believe in those things and believe that there's so much value in doing something and creating something just because it makes us happy, because it makes the world a happier place when we do that. And there's priceless value to that. So that said, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about what I'm excited to try to work on. See, some of these guys haven't sprouted in forever. I'm worried about them. But I'm excited to tell you guys some of the adventures that I want to work on, and how I create them might be a little bit different from now on, since I'm focusing on creating something that is happy to solidly put into the world. And if I think about my creations as ways of expanding the world, I don't feel like creating them the way I used to, by trying really hard to keep up with impossible schedules and frantically looking at analytics. Like, that's so dire. How could anything you create to please a robot known as analytics, and this is for any of you guys who also struggle with like, oh, I only got so many likes on any of the social medias or whatever, how could anything we create to please some sort of robot algorithm, if that's our main motivation, if that's our main effort of creating it, how could we expect it to make us happy except maybe by accident, you know? So I'm going to be brave and bold and try to create from a place of wanting to put something happy and fun and adventurous and curious and excited out in the world that expands the stories that make my world bigger. And I'll tell you guys some of what those stories are going to be in just a minute, because I also think we're very overdue for another aspect of what I want to do to expand our world. And let's actually take a moment to step back into the game aspect of our wonderful garden adventure and see if we're actually able to grow some new plants. So, oh, look at this. Oh, the green lumen. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Some new plants. And I think it's easiest for me to actually go ahead and see them if I come over to the seeds here. Do we have anything that I've grown that's like new? The Zephyr, the party animals, the golden sailor. All right, the sleep keepers. Okay, I think we've definitely unlocked a lot of new things and I just did not notice. So let's get some of these down. So these are going to be ones that do well in the vases. Oh dear. And let's, oh, look at the little crates. Oh, every time I see these little crates, they make me think of like the cutest little farmer's market. Oh, I would love, oh no, now see, we should make some cute farmers markets in some of our little games. And like, oh, like in Sims 4 or in Zoo Crafting, what if we had a cute little farmers market? Oh, actually, I've been thinking about this. Here's a little sample of one of those really fun and cute little ideas that I would, whoops. All right, let me go ahead and clear this one out. Ah, I didn't need loam in there. I needed clay. Give me clay. There we go. But here's an example of one of those fun little silly curious ideas as I put some sleep keepers. Ooh, that's cute. And the golden sailor. Let's see, Zephyr we already have, so another sleep keeper over here. Let's get those growing. But speaking of farmers markets, I have actually been thinking it would be really fun to go ahead and create a farmers market in Sims 4 that I could upload to the gallery. And then what people could do is they could make a room that I could download that they could create, and the room would be the stall for the farmers market. So like if you're familiar with Sims 4, you know you can make rooms. So you can download individual little rooms and you can be really fancy and you can actually download like individual little plots using those rooms, which I think is really fun. So like I've done that before to be able to add like a really cool, just one chunk of a garden in, because you can basically just like download a small section of a lot instead of the whole house now, which is really nice. All right, let's do golden sailor and a Zephyr as well. Sorry, I'm just making sure we have some combinations. So maybe when we come back, we will be able to see some new potential seeds that might pop out, and Zephyr and sleep keepers. And that covers all of the clay potted plants. All right, and we'll give these guys a little bit of water. But yeah, for the idea of having like a farmer's market, if I have one big farmer's market where people like our patrons or you guys could submit their own stalls. So you could submit a little farmer stall and I would download it as a room and put it into the world. I think that would be so adorable. That would be so much fun. And where else could we put a farmer's market? Zoo crafting, obviously. And we could definitely have a farmer's market in all of our Sims like stories that get shared between all of the worlds, which would be so cute. Can you imagine if we started having some of our Sims from like one series bump into some of our Sims from another? Oh, that would be such fun little cameos. I would really love that. And we could also, like I said, have one in zoo crafting. But why stop at one? Maybe we could try to make a little market, a little farmer's market of some kind. And basically, every like proper village or area in zoo crafting. So like one at the pirate city that we're building, Baby Zordal Island, and then one at the Village of Light, which is back home in Zudesia. Maybe one in like Zudesia proper. And then what we could do is every Saturday, I could try to make an effort to go ahead and go to at least one of those farmers markets, even if it's just kind of like a side off one episode, so that we could share some of the cute little farmers markets together. Oh, in Animal Crossing, we could do it in Animal Crossing too. See? Oh, wouldn't that be so cute? And I would love to like add something new and just like use it to celebrate like new discoveries or creations that those characters, the Sims, or like maybe the villagers in our zoo crafting series have found. Ah, that sounds like so much fun. So there you guys go. One of the creative ideas that here, I actually have to write it down. I'm trying really hard to respect the fact that I have learned that I really do have a Swiss cheese memory. And it's not my fault, it's genetic, but I can work with it by having this adorable little note. I have a little notepad in front of me right now that has like a cute little cat looking in a window. And I just wrote down farmer's market in many game worlds, since we create so many worlds together. And then visit every Saturday? Question mark? Question mark? There we go. And actually, I suppose Chips and I could try to visit some of them in person as well. Huh, and maybe share that with you guys too. Whoa, look at the cute little turtle vase! Oh my gosh, and the teapot! Oh, you guys, we have unlocked things and I just haven't noticed because I have been using this beautiful space to kind of transform and unwind and be able to go ahead and heal quite a bit because this Garden Inn place, I don't know if you can tell, but I actually think it's got a very special magic to it. And I've been so happy to share that with you guys. And I contacted, the developers actually reached out to me to let me know that they're gonna have their first big update on the 14th. And hopefully I'll be able to share some of the update things with you guys sooner than later. Also, do we have any new plants here? Shiny fern, void berries, green lumen, water suns, lord lilies, tiny dancers. We still haven't unlocked any new water plants. Huh. I'm getting a little worried about that because I could have sworn we have put all of them together, but I guess you don't have the chance of maybe getting those every time, huh? Might have to do something about that. All right, let's go over to the laboratory and we'll try mixing together more of the water plants by clearing out some of the others because, I mean, everybody here is all grown up, right? Yeah, so if we were going to get some fancy, like, crossbred water plants from them, we already should have, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is so fun. I love being here. And I love the idea of creating kind of like a little farmer's market. Oh, and it'd be so cute. I should write this idea down too, where you guys could leave comments saying what you would get if you were like shopping at that farmer's market. And then maybe I could add you into the world somehow, like as a randomly generated townie. Just completely random, but like has the name you picked in Sims 4. Or maybe, as like, well, if not a character wandering around, because that's a lot of work in zoo crafting, but maybe just somebody like who would be there like shopping and you could become a permanent member of our world just by going ahead and quote unquote participating in the farmer's market, shopping there by letting me know what you'd look for. That'd be fun. I love doing things like that because these adventures, I need a whole another episode of Garden Inn in order to go ahead and wax poetic about why I think they're so amazing. But long story short, I love sharing them with all of you because it's so fantastic to look back at the kaleidoscope of what we have created together. And so all of those little ways I can find to really to bring you into the creation of these stories and add you as one of the like little sparks of excitement and joy that create like this huge constellation of what little moments of emotion and joy have happened in our adventures. I love doing that in special ways. So maybe we'll work on that. That would be fun. All right, let's roll up our sleeves for just a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. And we're gonna go ahead, and even though it's hard, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, we unlocked a sad moment because we deleted a plant. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, maybe I don't really want to delete them anymore. I can't take it. But we're going to move at least a few of these off of the top because we are trying to go ahead and we are trying to be able to unlock some new plants. And I would love to see where our curiosity could lead us with a few of these. So we cleared off our research facilities, which is what we're going to call this. All right, scooch a little more over here, over there. Oh, I'm so excited about the update. New plants, new furniture. There's going to be a cute little art book, apparently, so you can learn a little bit about the origin of these stories. Oh, I would love, you know, I would actually love to create some sort of some sort of book or gallery where you guys could tell me some of your ideas about the unique creatures and plants that have become part of our pixel biology world over the years. Like the carrot fish. Maybe I should talk to Ilaria about that. Imagine like a cute little art book of our characters. That's done in the style of like a field expedition note or something. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's actually work with, Oh, I know. Let's look in the book real quick because sometimes the book will give us some hints. So the heartbeat, look, we do have some hints because of what we've grown. So the water plants that we have not yet grown include the heartbeat, which can be obtained from, I think that's the Lord Lilies and the Void Berries. Ah, darn it. The Lord Lilies and the Princess Hair. So heartbeat is Lord Lilies and Princess Hair. So let's go ahead and add those before I forget, because heartbeat sounds amazing. So there's Lord Lilies and there's Princess Hair. All right, got it. We don't have to do it completely randomly right now. Oh, wouldn't it be fun to add some of these into zoo crafting some way? I'm not exactly sure how we would do it, but I would try. I think that'd be fun. The rusty garland is also a water plant, if I'm reading this correctly. Yes, I think so. Right? Green lumen? Yeah. The rusty garland, also a water plant, and it is from, I believe, the ferns and the void berries. So green lumen and void berries would create that. So let's add that in. We need to make sure we take advantage of having done a little bit of research so that we can try to figure this out. Void berries, there we go. Oh, this is fun. Here, can I bring the book over here? Oh my gosh, I can. That's so cute. All right. And then light nest. I want some light nest. That sounds amazing. So that's going to be from the Lord Lilies and I believe not the shiny fin, the tiny dancers. Yes, I'm so in love with those ones. All right, let's add in Lord Lilies and tiny dancers. Excellent. I'm very proud of the notes we've been filling out here. They're very helpful. And then Jester's Laughter. So I don't think we can get that one just yet because it probably takes a plant we haven't discovered yet. And the Crimson Queen. That is actually one of our challenges for this laboratory, I think, if I remember correctly. And I bet that's because it's kind of hard to get. So let's see, Tiny Dancers. So we have Lord Lilies and Tiny Dancers. Let's put another set of those in, just in case. So let's see, Lord Lilies, and then Tiny Dancers. And then over here, the Green Lumen and the Void Berries, but I want to try the Lord Lilies and the Princess Hair again, just to make sure that we're sort of checking in on everything. So let's see, Princess Hair, and then Lord Lilies over here. Excellent. There we go. All right, little ones, you guys should all do quite well. And the other thing we haven't really done is try to take some pictures. So with this, so I'm gonna try that out because I think taking a picture of all of the different plants actually gives you something special. Black and white. Oh, you can do a pixelated. Okay, that's actually kind of amazing. I'm sort of in love with that, to be honest. Then you can do, oh wow, to make them pop out from everything else. That's so cool. And sepia and noir. Oh my gosh. Okay, I love pixelated. I love pop, actually. Like, that's really nice. Oh, sweet. And I got the achievement Say Cheese from taking a picture. And I think we can actually, look at that. We can come in. Oh my goodness. And I can actually pull it up in real life. It just popped up when I clicked on it in real life too. Did we just get a lava pit, water world, a lava pit and a water world from doing that? All right, that's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, well, at least we have a few of the possible crossbreeds. I think we probably have some for our air plants as well. And oh yeah, I guess we haven't really unlocked other types of water. That actually, now I'm quite curious, like we haven't unlocked like other types of water to put things in. Huh. Or the other types of like air plant substrate. Night globe, stairway to the sun, dripping forest, rusty crest, scarlet crown, meteor bulbs, bluebirds, night veil, and dawn lotus. I think we've grown all of our air plants too. So I think next time we might have to go ahead and do a little bit of research on how we could grow some good air plants. But I'm feeling really good now, guys. I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to being able to come up with even more fun ideas and adventures with all of you. Hopefully, we can do that farmer's market idea because I think that would be absolutely adorable. We have so many different series that we could add a little detail like that in. And you know, I think it would be something special. We used to do like an hour-long zoo crafting every weekend. Sometimes I look back on what little baby Seri used to do to herself for schedules, and I understand where I've probably developed a bit of my gray hair and possibly an ulcer or two. So we won't do overwhelming things like that. But I actually think that it's really fun to be able to know that you have something that you can kind of immerse yourself in. A little tradition we could have where we could go ahead and just play in one of our little pixelated farmers markets and maybe share just a little bit of our imagination together. And actually, now that I think about it, maybe sometime soon Chips and I will be able to share with you the fun of going to not a farmer's market, but a strawberry farm. There's a little strawberry farm near our home that is just very cute. It's small and tiny, run by a family. It's in a little residential area, and you can do pick your own strawberries. And we did it last year, and I loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. So I hope we can do it together this year again. And maybe Chips and I will be able to like just get some cute little pictures and maybe find some cute little bugs hiding in the strawberries. Like the bees love the berries on sunny days. We went on a sunny day last year and the bees were just flying from berry to berry, just so happy. It was so charming to see. So maybe I'll be able to share some of those adventures with you. And just expand our world a little bit more with sharing our experiences and a little bit of excitement and a little bit of imagination. But for now, I'm actually going to scurry off and work on some projects, meaning going to go probably record either some wobble dogs or some more warrior cats, because I think that sharing those stories makes my world a little happier and expands it, and I hope that it can make yours a little happier too. So I'm excited, and I'll tell you guys more about the little plans that I have in the background when we come back and check in on these seedlings next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.